Hello and welcome back to the Hot Healthyish podcast with Lauren, Meg, and Janelle, where we pull back the curtain and have unfiltered mom chats over coffee. Today we're kicking off with Lauren's newest obsession, which honestly inspired it all. It involves your kids' art, things like handprints, fun projects that they come home with from the babysitter, or maybe something fun that you've done with them that you find pretty memorable, and a TikTok rabbit hole that you're going to want to find yourself down. Then we talk about tattoos, the ones that we have, the meaning behind every single one, and why the best ones are always the ones that tell a story. Spoiler alert, we talk about faith, love, and new chapters. And then, last but not least, we wanted to share some advice from you from the Hot and Healthyish girls. In July, we've had a challenge, and about every week, the girls respond to a prompt inside of the group chat, and we ask them powerful questions. One of them is, what's one way you set yourself up for success? And the answers did not disappoint. These are real life habits that are actually moving the needle forward for our moms. Before we dive in, let's go ahead and give you an update on what's happening inside the Hot and Healthyish program right now. Today is July 27th, which means that it's the end of July. August is literally upon us, which means we're thinking about school, routines for the fall, and we'd love to have you inside the Hot and Healthyish program. In August, we are kicking off with something new and fun. We're making a goal to educate our girls on a couple concepts every single month. And in August, we're talking all about portion control and applying our 3-2-1 method to how you're eating to make things simple, effective, and practical when it comes to eating nutritious meals. We'll provide weekly workouts, simple and delicious family-friendly meal plans to keep you on track during this busy season, especially transitioning into the fall. If you need a plan to keep you focused, this is it. So check out the show notes, and we'd love to have you inside the Hot and Healthyish program. Let's dive into the episode, ladies. Any other updates from you, Lauren?
I have had a new obsession lately, and it all started, it has to deal with just art in general. Like, I don't know, to give like backstory on me, in high school, I just could not wait to get to art class. I just loved it. I don't know. So now I'm getting fed this rabbit hole of stuff, and I'm just getting more and more obsessed. But the first thing that I saw was there's this artist out there that you basically send her all of your kids' artwork, and she turns it into this beautiful, like, big canvas. And I don't know, I just thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh my gosh, you need to link that or something. That sounds so cool. Because what do you do with all the,
Right?
you
It's like
know, how
you put it in
fun.
a box and hide it. But like, yeah, this lady is like, she cuts things and like makes it like look so abstract and like very, very cool. And my girls are always coming home for the babysitter with art, and they're just like, they're so proud of it. A lot of it has like their handprints and like footprints on it. So I was like, this is just really cute. I want to do something like this someday. But yeah,
Wow,
then
that's
like,
a very specific type of art. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, I'm like, I could probably do that myself, but I'm sure there's like different like paste and like resins and stuff that would help
Yeah.
actually preserve it.
So
But
did you just discover her like online?
yeah, yep, on TikTok, there was this other real young hipster girl that basically was giving an art tour of her house. And it was all of these custom pieces of art that were just so beautiful. I look in my office and I just have this TJ Maxx canvas flat. You can tell it's been like mass produced, but these pieces are very textured. They have all kinds of stuff on them, and I'm just so fascinated by them. Granted, it's like, then where do I find this art? Like, is it overseas? Is it $2,000? But I've been around my house like, where should I put a piece of art in here? You don't realize how much it elevates your house until I saw it through her house and how stunning it looked. So
Wow.
Also, when it's like really special to you, like your kids' artwork,
yes.
I just love the special. I feel like the things that I have up in my house, even just like the quotes and the Bible verses, they all mean something to me, you know? I don't feel like I ever put just a random picture without a meaning, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like everything I have out has a meaning. So
The next one I was shown was this mom and her kids painted a canvas together. So she first just scattered paint all over it, and then they had gloves on and were smearing it around, and it looked so cute. And then had them do different things, but then she kind of finished it out and had flowers and vines on it.
Oh.
So eventually, I would love to do that too with my girls and
Yeah.
put it in their room, put it in my living room. But yeah, that's been my latest obsession lately.
That is
Love that. That's a really awesome obsession.
I've always wanted to do, like, I have a couple aunts that are, I have one aunt that, like, she paints for a living and she goes to shows and she sells her artwork and stuff. And she's done several, like, art canvases of, like, my grandma and grandpa, or my sister-in-law Heather, for their wedding gift, she painted her bouquet, like her flower bouquet.
Wow.
And that's, so I'm like, I would love to, you know, have a photo that she could paint. I thought about having her do Charlie, or like a scenic area. She painted my mom's homestead that is no longer, they had renovated the home since, but like the old farmhouse with the barns in the back and the tree that they played on and things like that. I'm like, that is meaningful.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool.
Blake has been really sitting there and actually coloring and stuff now, which is very fun. I'm excited for them to get into that stage where they'll like sit with me and we'll just craft together and everything.
They can actually use like the utensils well, or whatever that might look like.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, other stuff like with meaning too. I have 2 tattoos that mean stuff. You don't have any, do you, Janelle? I know Meg does.
I don't have any tattoos, no.
Yeah. We're gonna take you. Me and Meg got one together one time in Austin.
Our first one. Or my first one.
Is it a feather? Is that what it is?
That's what she has.
So
Okay.
my first one I took my best friend Erica with me in college. I think I just kind of went through like a breakup, and you're like, I just need to trust God is going to bring the right person to me. So I got like this tiny little cross on my ring finger just to trust God had the plan. So I look at that and I smile a lot just with that meaning and everything.
Yeah.
The one I got with Meg, I knew I wasn't going to be in Austin forever, but wasn't quite sure on the next chapter. And I didn't even have this in my head. I think me and Meg were like having a beer at a bar and was like, let's get tattoos tomorrow. Well, we were both like, oh, well, they have to have meaning of some sort. So I thought of this. It's an olive branch. And basically, it was when Noah and the flood happened in the Bible, the first sign of life was brought back by a bird brought an olive branch. And that's how they knew like a new chapter was coming ahead. So
cool.
That's what you can just worry about the future and all kinds of stuff like that. But just to know like God's got the next chapter too is part of this.
Love
Very
that.
reassuring. Yes.
Yeah. I feel like all of mine they do definitely have meaning. My favorite one though that I recently got says Jesus on my side of my arm, and I love it so much because it's the thinner ink, so it's not as thick, and I wish all of mine were this type of ink.
Yeah,
because I just like that look. Thin line or fine line, that's what I'm trying to say. Fine line tattoos. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite, and I wish that my other ones were as fine line as this one. That's my only thing, but other than that, I still like all of mine. But
do you have 3 then? Do you have 3 or 2?
I have 4.
That's
crazy. I feel like nobody would guess that I have tattoos, but I do. So it says always on my side, and I got that for Ryan with Lauren. And I definitely don't regret that one now, especially. But I also, so I have that one. That was before I was even engaged, I think, to him, right? I don't even think I was engaged yet. Maybe just.
I think you were.
Because we're engaged? Okay.
Yes, because it was kind of a celebration of like, it was always you.
Yes, because I always said it was always you, because we went through a breakup too after being high school sweethearts. So no regrets with that one. And then after he passed, I got an R on my ring finger. I knew if I ever would get remarried that I wanted that there, just because he's obviously my first love and first husband. So, and then my other one is a B on my forearm with It's like a bee and then it has a heart around it too. My sister sent me that one. And then I got this Jesus one. So yeah, I have 4, but they all have like a ton of meaning. So to be honest, they're kind of addicting. I don't love tattoos, like the whole sleeve thing or anything, but I think when they're like very simple and meaningful, then I like them, if that makes sense. So
yeah, it's simple, meaningful. It's like part of you, so it just feels right, I would
yeah.
imagine.
How about your husbands? Do they have any tattoos?
Kyle has one tattoo.
He does. Can we hear about it?
Yeah. No, there's a crazy story. No. He always kind of thought he wanted one, and when he got to, well, he shouldn't say maybe always, but especially when he got to college, it would always kind of cross his mind. But he has Philippines 413 on his wrist.
Love that.
And so, yeah, it could yeah, he doesn't really, he wears a watch and whatever else, but
yeah, I like that verse too. That's a good verse.
Yes.
Yeah, and good for him for keeping it small, because I feel like when guys get tattoos, why are they like 6 inches long? Like, covering their whole bicep or back.
They're obnoxious.
Yeah.
They're obnoxious is what they are.
Well, I think his verse that he, like, since he was probably in middle school, it was always just his verse. So
it's a great verse.
Write it. Yeah, it is a great verse. He would just write it everywhere on his basketball shoes or in his room and whatever. Like, it was, it meant something to him. So, yeah, he has one.
The whole, like, getting it redone, though, I'm stuck on, because I probably need, like, you can tell it's faded a little bit, but I don't go get it redone.
Yeah. So I touched up my R recently because it was so fine line and small, the spot that it needed it. So I went to this girl in Sydney, and she works in the back of a extension salon, and it's the cutest salon ever. You would never, like, typical tattoo shops are a little scary to me. And this is like the cutest shop, and I love her, and she does all fine line. So if you ever need a touch up or a new fine line tattoo, how did I find it?
Yes.
I got my extensions for my wedding there, and the girl that did them, she said, my sister does tattoos in the back. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. And now that's just the lady that I would recommend to anybody. She's amazing. So.
Love it.
That's awesome.
And affordable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing, too.
Yeah.
Because
they're expensive.
I'm just getting this tiny little, like, cross on my finger. Like, they have a minimum or whatever, but I just remember feeling like an idiot because I had him redraw it like 2 or 3 times to get it right.
How much is a little?
It's scary. It's like permanent.
I want to say it was like 60 or whatever is like the minimum.
Yeah.
Feels like a lot, but
yeah.
Well, for something so tiny. Yeah.
July challenge has been very fun because the girls can get points from answering a question that we put in the group. So I thought one of them was really cool to hear everybody's answers. The question was, what's one way you set yourself up for success? So there was a lot of different things that the girls did. I guess we could roll through some of the things and see.
Yeah, for sure.
A big one was meal prep. It was different times of week, I feel like, with how people's schedules worked out, whether it was planning like a grocery shopping in person, delivery. But I felt like that was a huge help for me too, just to not have to be in your kitchen every night washing dishes.
For sure.
Another one that really stood out to me was planning, but like also communicating with your husband your plans for the week. So some girls said they would sit down every Sunday with their husband and see, what are we eating this week? Or I know after kids with Lee, our biggest thing was trying to communicate when each other were working out, because you couldn't work out at the same time anymore. And that was when he kind of has become the morning workout guy. And I just I have the flexibility to luckily do that the day, but
that's so true. And I love that one because I feel like Kayla and I do better if we sit down at the beginning of the week and just talk about our schedules, even like, hey, what's going on this week? Are you working at the house this day, or you're at work this day? What are we doing this evening? Can we take a walk? Can we incorporate some family time? So I think that's super important. So that was a good one. Whoever said that.
I can definitely tell the weeks that Kyle and I don't do that. We pretty much do it every weekend, but like
On the weekends we don't. All of a sudden it's Thursday or Wednesday, and it's like, wait, we didn't talk about this, or there's just random things that happen. Like last night at T-ball, Kyle had like a meeting before T-ball, like he's on the committee or whatever. So it's like, are you coming home beforehand? Do I need to bring you like dinner? Do you have your Versailles, youth sports shirt? Like there's just so many random things, and that's actually something that has come up in our weekly conversations, is what clothes need washed. Like,
Yeah.
is there anything on your priority list that I could do for you, or vice versa?
Yeah. If Kale does not put in Me Too it in our calendar on our phone, like it causes an argument because I'm like, it wasn't in the calendar. Like I look at that thing every day to see what's going on. It has to be in the calendar. And usually it's a mistake if one of us forgets.
Do you have a skylight, Meg? I think you have a skylight, right?
I do. I use it for some things. Right now, I don't really use it for, I have my calendar on it and everything, but we don't really use that as much as like our phone calendar. Like the one that's on the iPhones. I like it for some things, but I think I'll use it more as the kids get older and they look at the schedule as well, can wake up and see the schedule and look at it. So yeah, I'm still kind of trying to mess with it and figure it out. It's been having some issues connecting to my Wi-Fi as well. So
I wonder how common that is, because
yeah,
I've had a little, like, I was really excited about it, and that's my primary calendar, but there are some things I would change, I think. Just even the blocking of the hours, the way they block it, I would probably block it differently. I don't know.
yeah.
I like the looking at the week hour by hour layout. That's very helpful.
Yes, and I think it'll be good for the kids when they get older and have to complete tasks and to-dos. They can go on there and see what they have to do in the morning or in the evening. Brady already kind of uses that a little bit. She doesn't always do it every day, but so yeah, I think they'll be. And then just the pictures that slide across. They love looking at all those pictures too. So, and the grocery list on there. I kind of like that as well. But like I said, pros and cons right now for us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have just the shared Google Calendar, which is nice because, you can just have like, oh, purple is for birthdays, green is for anything with caddies, like appointments, things like that is super nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
When it automatically syncs, there's nothing better. Someone needs a raise. That was the best thing.
I can't, I still do. Actually, I have it right here. I still write my stuff down for myself, but I can't imagine not syncing a calendar with Kale.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's in my paper calendar and I got to tell you what's going on. That's what I used to do with Ryan. We never had synced calendars. I'm like, I can't even fathom that now. How times have changed.
I'm sure your mom's had it too, where my mom had, just a calendar, like a blocked January.
Yep, I was green.
Yeah, and she had everything in there just on paper. And honestly, sometimes I'm like, man, I low-key want that again. Just simple.
Yeah.
But it does, when you're at the doctor's office and you're scheduling your next appointment and you can just pull up your phone and do it. It really makes sense to do it that way.
Yep. For sure. My mom still has the written out calendar as well, but that's how we used in high school. And when we were little, I would go and see I was the green Sharpie. Morgan was red and Marcus was blue and they were black. So it's funny.
It helps everybody communicate.
Yep. Stay organized.
Another one was drinking a full 24 ounces of water on the way to work. That's a pretty good one. Just to know I'm at least going to start my day with water, because I feel like whenever I'm dehydrated is when I do crave more sweets and the salty foods and things like that. So I'm sure that would help stay on track better.
Absolutely. Water is huge.
All right. Well, yeah, those are some awesome tips. And in the July challenge, it's been fun. The girls are loving the questions and there's been a lot of conversation. So that's been fun. But yeah, that will, I guess, be the last topic for today. We'll have to continue this into the next episode and we'll see you ladies in the next one.
All right.
See you later.